Hey, good morning. I'm working on my awning spring system, the tensioner springs. Uh, the one I had is definitely destroyed. Let me just show you what I've got. First of all, it's a Dometic 8500 awning. That series obviously is close to 50 years old, um, but the parts for it are available, but they're probably used. I got my spring actually off of eBay from somebody in Washington State, but I was thankful to find it. But they're not cheap. This spring ended up costing me with shipping over $90. Um, Let me show you what I've got. Well, as you can see, it's not hard to see the difference between a good spring, even though it's rusty, and one that's gone bad. Look at these sections right here. Look at how knotted up that is. What was happening is my awning would not come all the way out. It would roll, I don't know, about 90% of the way, but I couldn't get all the way to the fringe where that would dangle down. But the other side of it is to give it enough tension off of it so it would roll down. It wouldn't roll up tight and snug against my camper. So I've ordered a new, luckily the guy had a new spring. So I'm going to be putting this on if I can get it safely unpackaged, and we'll see how it operates with it going on there. Let me just get that unpackaged and we'll continue. Well, I did manage to unpackage it without it slapping me in the face. It does seem to be a little bit larger. If you look, maybe hard to see, but it's just slightly bigger than the old one. Hopefully that doesn't affect its operation. But the way these things work is the awning tube has grooves, and so when you turn it, this little tripod starts torquing and twisting the spring, and then obviously that's putting tension on the spring as you roll it out, and that's what allows it to basically roll back up against your camper. So we're going to slide it onto this rod. There's a bolt that holds one end. It catches. This actually came with this on it. I was surprised because my old one, as you can see, was an aluminum tripod, and it was not attached to the spring. So this is going to be something a little different. There's a hook on the end of the spring, and that hook, you can see right here, there's a bolt that goes through the shaft, and that hooks around that bolt, so that's what holds it to this end of that tensioner. So I'm going to slide that on there, get it assembled, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I got it bolted on there. You can see that bolt has a pretty good washer on it, and the whole goal is basically to compress on that loop just to make sure that spring doesn't jump off track. And then here's the other end. It's interesting, the old system had a sleeve of some kind, and you can see it even has a screw hole, and this guy, the sleeve went inside, and then you had a set screw to manage it. But this whole thing is designed to slide a little bit up and down that rod, so that as that spring gets tension or not, it's got room to give. I hope that I'm happy with this plastic one that's on there. There should be no reason. I mean, obviously that's a tried and true product, but I'm going to be using this one on the left side. This is what's considered the right side, which is where the lever's at. I am going to grease this one up just a little bit, or just spray it with some lubricant, just in hopes that it never gets this restriction that we saw out of this old one right here. But that's how you replace the spring, and then there's another video on basically how to remove these tensioners. I hope this helps you guys.
Well,
all that worked. We're camping with it. We got it rolled out for the first time on our camping trip. My spring is working. It's rolling it back up against the camper nice and tight when we're done. The work I did to fix the up and down mechanism is working. So right now I'd call it a success. We're thrilled with it. Hope this helps you on your project.